Welcome back to another episode of Ready, Set, Spread. We're back. We're feeling good. We're feeling up. We went 3-0 on our TikTok. If you guys follow our TikTok, you probably won some monies. So we kind of went a little viral too, so hopefully you guys are also following our TikTok. If you're not following our YouTube page, follow our YouTube page, and vice versa. Let's start out with week 4. How did we do? How are we feeling?
Well, we did hit on the TikToks, like you said, so if you would have put money there, we would have won. Other games kind of got a little screwed over, but it's okay. It's an up and down league. We can't determine who we're gonna win these games. All I can say is I will never be betting on the Commanders for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I would never bet on the Commanders. We'll get to that game, but let's start with our Thursday night primetime game. The Bengals hosting the Miami Dolphins. We are right about that as well.
Our first big bet.
Our first big bet.
Bengals.
15,000 views on TikTok. Kind of went viral a little bit.
Let's go.
Some of us bet the house, and some of us won new homes.
Yep, some of us are living in brand new houses, as you can tell.
Yeah.
This is it. This is the new home that we won.
You bought that signed ball with your winnings, huh?
Actually, it was there before the video, but no. So no.
Okay,
but
well, still.
It's the thought that counts.
Yeah, great win. Bengals. I actually had the Miami Dolphins covering, so I lost that one in our big picture. But I did say the Bengals would win, so I should get some credit for that.
You should. And
yeah.
Tua, bro. Poor Tua. I think they put him out there too early. I think that concussion he had last week was bigger than people thought. Because when he got hit, he barely got hit. Like, he's kind of got tossed to the ground. In my opinion, it didn't look too bad. But the way his body reacted looked like someone that was going through a traumatic experience, someone that had just had a prior concussion. So, to all the Tua fans out there. And, after he survives 2 concussions, they just fly him right into the storm of an active hurricane. So clearly Miami does not care about the health of Tua, or they do now. But coach confirmed he will not be playing in next week's game. Could have called that one a mile ago, but
yeah. Well, that's good that they're letting him take this week off for his head and back. Man, he's banged up, but they'll make it through. And I think who they play? I don't even know who they play next week, but
they play the. Where can I find their name? Bengals. Oh, they play the Ravens. Sunday Night Football.
Bengals play the Ravens on Sunday night?
Yeah, so that's going to be a big game. I'm assuming they took him out because, it can't be good. That's a divisional game, so shit gets bloody in the AFC North.
Yeah.
But the receivers play. The Dolphins
play. I was talking about Tua.
Yeah, you were too, but for some reason I just looked for Bengals.
No worries.
The Dolphins are playing the Jets, so.
Oh. Whew. We'll get into that tomorrow night, and we'll share our opinions on those games, but, I mean, they don't need Tua against the Jets. I think they could win that game without Tua. So.
I don't know. They got the dog in them, looked pretty good, so I don't know.
Long story short, big win for us. And keep following our channel. Keep following our TikToks, and you will mostly our TikTok. 3-0 on TikTok. So.
Yeah, for some reason our TikToks have all our confirmed yeses, so we gotta be real. We gotta be real careful on there. No more willy-nilly picks.
I know we're gonna be careful on TikTok for sure.
Yeah.
So nice. Our next game was an emotional one for one of us.
It was.
The Saints versus Vikings. The Saints were +3, and we both had them at +3. They lost 25-28. It was a push. We would have won our money back. So, not a loss, not a win, but emotional loss. How do you feel?
Well, I actually set a little parlay before that night. It was very, very late, and they were the first leg in a 4-leg parlay. And I went to bed at 3 a.m. that night, and I was like, I gotta be up 6:30 in the morning, London game. Woke up, started watching the very first quarter, and the they scored. The Vikings scored, and I was like, oh fuck. And I think they scored again. I think they kicked a field goal, so they were down 10. And at that
Yeah.
point, I was just so tired. I literally couldn't even keep my eyes open. Like they were literally like forcibly shutting as I was laying down.
Yeah.
But I ended up falling asleep and having a dream that we got killed, and then I had to set a new parlay because because I lost it. So then I woke up and luckily found out that we weren't out of the game and we were still in it. And I basically watched the whole fourth quarter on the toilet because I was sick. My tummy hurt. I drank a lot.
That's
And
funny.
we got absolutely robbed in the fourth quarter. All I gotta say is I think the refs followed us out to London to just do us dirty like they always do. That PI on Olave, that was a shit call. And then they had another PI on Thielen. They called it on Marshawn Lattimore. And then they had like another bad call with Tyrann Mathieu. They said he did like hands to the face, and he literally just barely he just blocked the dude. And I just gotta say, it was a bunch of shit calls. That game was fixed. You know, they wanted the Vikings to win that game. Will Lutz hit a double doink to just eat my soul in the last second of the game. I don't even know how you hit a double doink from that distance. That doesn't even make any sense.
Crazy.
There must be magnets in the balls.
Yeah.
There's no way, you can hit it upright and then hit a crossbar from 60 fucking 1 yards out. So
And it went out.
yeah, and then it went out. It doesn't even make any sense.
It doesn't make
I don't
sense.
even get it. I don't get it. But
Saints first refs. Never.
Did I not say in the call though that it would come down to a kicking game because I'm pretty sure I said that in the last pod. I said
You did say Chris Olave would have a breakout game. Was that true?
He did.
How many fantasy points?
I played him actually in someone's league, and I think he had like 18 points. So
that's good. All right. Well, you were half right.
He had 14.
That's not bad.
But it's still. Oh no, it wasn't his best game. Last week was his best game. But it was his first touchdown. He hadn't scored yet until this week, so I was right about that. And I did say it would come down to a kicking game because it's London and they love soccer. So the real football out there is, a real foot with the ball.
Yeah, you're right. You were right. You did say that.
We got robbed. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I mean, they did get robbed, but also, you guys just can't get over the Vikings.
I know.
Can't. That's hard. That's hard to swallow.
It's funny because all of our kryptonite teams are like my friends' teams. Like, we always lose to the Cowboys. We always lose to the Vikings. We lose to the 49ers. For some reason, like, all those teams have our numbers, and it's all my boys' teams, and the shit-talking is endless.
Eventually, the curse will be broken.
But we do have the Chargers number, so...
That's true. You guys do have the a lot of teams have the Chargers number. That's not really saying too much.
You're right. But yeah. I do feel like we beat the Chargers when we play them.
Yeah, I'll overlook that comment. But anyways, we both pushed. I thought the Saints were gonna win, but I had them at +3 anyway, so we'll call it a push. We didn't win or lose.
But right now we're one in push, so we haven't even lost yet.
We're 1 in push. Well, you're 1 in push. I'm 0 in push.
Oh, you didn't
take push.
You didn't take Dolphins? Oh, you took
I'm
Dolphins?
1 and 1. Yeah, I took Dolphins to cover, but I took Bengals to win.
Gotcha.
And then I did push. I took the Saints +3.
Okay.
If money line was a win, I'd be doing pretty good. But unfortunately, we are ready set spread, not ready set money line.
We could change the name. I'll contact some people.
Yeah, we could start a subsidiary. Call it Ready Set Moneyline LLC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We cycle our money through there, and then we cycle our other returns through Ready Set Spread. Tax evasion. And
someday the Pod Stars will be the parent. All partnerships within our corporation. Anyways, next game we got Jaguars at Eagles. The Jaguars were +6.5. They lost 21-29. Trevor Lawrence, I don't know. I thought the Jaguars defense would, put up more of a fight. I mean, it was a pretty close game. They were up by 2 touchdowns in the beginning. I think the rain was just the factor that really threw out the Jaguars' flow. So
Yeah. Either Trevor Lawrence needs to cut his hair, or he needs to stop using so much shea cocoa butter in there because, dude, five turnovers, hands are slippery, dude. You can't be
4 fumbles.
you can't be using that much cocoa butter in your hair and then fumble the ball 4 times and throw a pick.
Yeah.
So we know it was to shea cocoa butter. That wasn't his fault. Well, technically it was.
Yeah.
It's the product's fault. The products that he uses.
Yeah, his hair's too nice. His
Too
hands,
luscious.
his hands are not sticky. He's not holding on the ball. You can't win games that way, but the Eagles are very good. Hurts didn't really play a great game, but they still won.
Yeah.
That offensive line and defensive line is so good.
They're the only undefeated team still left. One
4-0.
survives. 4-0.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
he still looked good. Jalen Hurts still looked good in the second half. But yeah, no, sloppy first half for sure. I think the rain definitely played a part.
Yeah,
Super slippery out there.
We both lost that one. We both had Jags plus 6.5. And if it wasn't raining, we definitely would have won.
Oh yeah, no more wet shea cocoa butter, all in Trevor Lawrence's hands.
Yeah, it's not fair. When you get like your product gets wet, that's just like an unfair advantage for the other team.
Yeah,
It's wrong.
It's just dripping all over his body, and he's all silky and slimy.
Sticky. Yeah, did you ever have that when you played sports and you put like gel in your hair and it just would just like seep into your eyes? You couldn't even see.
I never wore gel in my hair during sports.
Oh, why not?
Just because it felt unnecessary.
See,
I just got the frizzy hair, bro. I just rock the Jufra. Doesn't matter.
we know that Trevor Lawrence has some type of product in his hair, because it got in his eyes, got on his hands.
Yeah.
Difficult day for Trevor Lawrence.
It's definitely the shade.
All right, next game we got Bills at Ravens. The Ravens were +3 underdogs. They lost to the Bills 23-20. We both pushed. I really thought Lamar Jackson would, handle shit out there and win, but he didn't.
What did we take again? We took Ravens to cover.
You took Bills -3, and I took Ravens +3. So we both pushed.
We both pushed.
Yeah.
Bunch of pushing.
A lot of pushing. So 2 pushes. Yeah. So
pushing and shoving.
I still don't have a win yet. I'm 0-2-2. 0 wins, 2 losses, 2 ties.
Yes. And I got 1 win, right? With the Bengals.
Yeah, you have 1 win, 1 loss, and 2 ties.
Okay. But yeah, this game was overall exciting. Probably the best game of the Sunday morning slate. Josh Allen started off slow. I feel like the Ravens start off fast every single week. But it really wasn't too much of Lamar Jackson. It was a lot of J.K. Dobbins. J.K. Dobbins is a beast. I guess the ACL is no longer hurting him. He's back.
Yeah, I mean, they gave him, over a year to heal?
Yeah, but he looked like a beast in that first half.
Yeah. Yeah, he looks good. Lamar did not look good. Kind of choked the game away at the end there. So.
Yeah, Josh Allen's a cheat code, too. You can't be that big and fast and be able to throw a ball super accurately.
Yeah.
He's a hack. He's OP. They need to nerf Josh Allen, or he's gonna win everything.
Yeah, Josh Allen's a dude. He's got it. I don't know how long you can have a career in the NFL playing that way, but it works for now.
It's true. Yeah, no, he could take a lot of big hits, but for some reason when he runs people over, it doesn't even look like it affects him. He actually could. I think Josh Allen. Here's a bold take. I think Josh Allen could play outside linebacker, and he'd be a beast. He could play left tackle, and he'd stop some people.
He's just a football player.
He's huge. He's so big. You don't even see it until he gets tackled and stands up. And corners or safeties trying to tackle him, when they get up, it's like his child. They're holding hands as they walk back to the center of the field. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah. I mean, he did have that kind of cringy photo last week when he was like, he lost to the Dolphins and he was like leaning his head on Tua. Did you see that?
Cringy. I thought that was cute. I honestly was like, he cares so much and he's just like, he just likes the other players. I don't really like the vibe of like Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady when they lose, where they just run off the field and don't say hi to anybody. Like, I think it's a sport. They all play in a game, like a professional game together. There's a lot of business behind it. If you got upset in the office, say Carol from accounting comes over to you and Carol crushes you in this quarter's earnings and recording. Do you ever just like flip over your desk and just walk out? No, you say, you know what, Carol? You had a good week this week, but I'll come for you next quarter. You don't just fucking walk off the field. You know, you gotta support your colleagues, your professionals. It's I think it's a good look on Josh Allen to give Tua a hug. I think it was a good look on Josh Allen to hump that other player too on the field.
When he skull fucked Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah, he prone boned him. Yeah, that was badass.
Well, that was badass because Jalen Ramsey did, shit talk him when he got drafted. Mm-hmm. He's like, he's the worst player you could literally draft in the first round. Yeah. And look what happened. Karma. Jalen Ramsey gets toasted and Josh Allen is just elite. Yeah, I'm with you on that. To go back with the game, I mean, yeah, Josh Allen's that guy. He's a good football player. Very emotional leader for sure. A Patrick Beverly-esque, yet he has LeBron-like capabilities. Mm-hmm. All right, we pushed. All right, so Commanders at Cowboys, your favorite game of the week.
The Commanders,
Cowboys -3. The Commanders lost 10-25. Cooper Rush is undefeated as a starting quarterback in the NFL. I want to say he's 4-0 now. 4-0. The conversation is really heating up about when Dak's healthy, do they ruin a good thing? I mean, Cooper Rush is good. It's undeniable.
Cooper Rush is good. He's not good. I don't think he's good.
He's a winner.
He wins. I'll give that he wins, but he is lucky. Somehow he's not that good. Maybe it's the teams they've played, which is true.
It is true.
Couple divisional games against Giants, the Commanders. Who was the first team?
The NFC East is very good.
No, the Eagles are good.
The Giants are 3-1.
The Giants are fake, bro. They've only beaten the Bears.
The Cowboys are 3-1.
They're not playing good teams.
It doesn't matter, bro. The record does not lie. Q1 after Q1.
The Giants,
the NFC beasts.
Bro, the Giants have literally beat the Panthers, the Titans, and the Cowboys. Dude, they're not good. The Cowboys aren't good. Neither of these teams are good. I don't care what the record says. They are not good. I don't care. I'm saying what I say. Come at me. The Saints aren't good either. I know. I'm not trying to say the Saints are good. I'm just saying the Cowboys aren't good.
I like how you level with the audience there.
I have to, because I know fans at home will be listening and say, we're better than the fucking Saints, or we're better than, like that, but like,
yeah.
I don't think the Cowboys are that good. Cooper Rush he's not the guy. You know who I think looks a little bit better though than the past couple of year seasons is Zeke. He slimmed down a bit. He stopped eating.
He stopped eating out of that big red bowl.
Remember
the Salvation Army bowl.
Yeah, exactly. So I think when Zeke eats, he doesn't eat in the game, and when he doesn't eat in the real life, he eats in the game. Because Slim Zeke looks a little bit better on the field, and CeeDee Lamb's a beast. I like CD. They have some good weapons at receiver. Quarterback is not it. Their defense is decent. They got some good rushers, and they have a ball hawking corner. But I don't know. I think the true test is when they play some better teams, and
I think
I hate the Commanders. No longer betting on the Commanders for the rest of the season. They've done me dirty 3 weeks.
You love the Commanders. You had some high stakes set.
Change their name. Go back to the R words, dude. At least somebody respected you. Nobody respects you as the Commanders anymore.
The Redskins?
Whoa.
Sorry.
Easy.
I mean, the football team?
Yeah, at least when you were the Washington R words, people, there was actually like a strong feeling of hate and love. You know, people that like were racist and hated our country might have liked the R words. But now that you're the Commanders, they don't like you anymore. You have no one that likes you, not even the racists. So,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Carson Wentz just might not be him. Cooper Rush is him, though. At the very least, the Cowboys have two strong backup quarterbacks that will be in the NFL for a very long time. Dak Prescott and Cooper Rush. Capable, but not elite.
yeah.
I won that one, so I got my first win, so we're officially tied, which is awesome. Seahawks at Lions. The Lions are -4.5.
We both lost that.
We synergized on the Lions. We are stuck on the hard knocks train, and we just love. I love Jared Goff. I don't know what it is. I think because he went to Berkeley.
Yeah, I love Jared Goff.
Yeah, I love him too.
I love the Lions. I like everybody on the Lions. Dude, their team is stacked on offense. They remind me, they're so explosive on offense, and their defense just can't stop anybody. So, I mean, I thought Aiden Hutchinson would make more of an impact as like a number one overall. End. Yeah, he was picked. He was number one, right?
Yeah, he was number one.
Yeah, number one overall. I think he has like maybe 2 sacks. I don't know. Not enough for him to be worth the pick so far. Yeah. But yeah, the Lions are insane on offense. They can score on anybody. I mean, they're putting up 45 points on a team. It's impressive. TJ Hawkinson, crazy game. I think it was a career game. They did it without St. Brown. They could put up that many points. No Swift, no St. Brown. That's extremely impressive. I think we should bet on the Lions when they're not expected to win. When we think that they can win, we don't bet on the Lions.
Yeah, I agree. When they're favored to win, we should never bet on the Lions. They play better when they're the underdog. Like, you know, Coach Campbell, he's going to fire the team up. Like, this team is favored to win in your house. In your house. Versus, oh, you guys should win this game. There's no emotional, speech he can give to his team like, you guys need to win this game. You're favored to win this game. Everyone believes in you. No. They play well when people don't believe in you. But Jared Goff is a monster at quarterback. 45 points?
Dude, he does it a lot, too. I mean, they put up 24 points the week before. They put up 36 the week before that.
Yeah.
And then they put up 35 in week 1 against the Eagles. So, I mean, it's fucking good. Good offense, really good. At least. Good offense. At least they got something. At least they're not the team from last year that had nothing. Better to have something than nothing.
Yeah, their offense is really good. And then I have one thing to say. I feel like we need to write Gino a letter, an apology letter, for the hurtful things we said about him. We didn't believe.
Not writing him a letter.
He proved us wrong, though.
Doesn't matter.
He balled out.
I'm writing 2 letters. I'll write him a letter, and I'll say that you still suck.
He balled, bro. He ain't writing back, though. He's not writing back.
No, he's not writing back.
Yeah. Well, double L's. So we're doing pretty terrible so far, but we get so much better in these upcoming games here. Bears at Giants. Giants -3. You almost took the Bears on this. I convinced you otherwise. And you took the Giants.
Nice.
So we both won that one. Brian Dable's a really good coach. He just slid in there his first year, and he's dominated. He's just such a beast offensive coordinator, and then I think he brings like a good energy to the offense. Daniel Jones is not the quarterback for the team.
He's good.
He's fast.
He's fast. He kind of fits that offense because Saquon's so good this year, and I think it's perfect that Daniel Jones can like work that play action in those bootlegs because I think he had like 2 bootlegs for like touchdowns.
Yeah.
And people have to take Saquon so seriously, And they also have to take Daniel Jones with running seriously. So I mean, maybe they'll just be like a kind of run first type team, which isn't necessarily a bad thing because the receivers are a little suspect. But yeah, Bears lost. Sad day for Bear Country.
Yeah, Justin Fields didn't have the best game of his career, but I mean the Bears are just terrible as a whole. So hopefully they turn things around. It's the first year coach over there, so we'll see.
Yeah.
I think everyone knew the Giants were going to win, so hopefully you guys all won money on that one.
Yeah, and Saquon, he looks different compared to the past few seasons. I think something's back for him because there was that one play, I don't know if you remember it, but where they handed the ball to him and it ended up kind of just being a kind of a broken play, and he cuts back and like turns back around and runs upfield. Dude, he was moving. Saquon is a beast. I love seeing him move. He's probably one of the best or most fun running backs to watch in the league right now.
Yeah.
So, I think Giants got something.
In a league of dying running backs, Saquon is revitalizing them.
Yeah, I love that.
Chargers at Texans. The Texans were plus 4.5 underdogs. Chargers were favored by 4.5. The final score ended up being 24-34 Chargers. What else can I say? We're back.
Did we hit it? Did we both hit?
Yeah, we hit. We synergized on this. Chargers are back. That's all I gotta say. I feel like the Chargers play better without stars. Like when they finally just let Justin throw the rock because they have to. Like they're not just gonna like lean on their defense. They actually play a lot better.
I mean, it was a close game, and the Texans are probably the worst team in the league. No?
I mean, it was close, but the Chargers were up by like 3 touchdowns, and then they let them back in the game for like a short minute.
Yeah, it was for shits and giggles. They were just trying to see what the Texans could do. But yeah. I mean, the game ended up being closer than it seemed. Like at one point, I was like, "Oh fuck, are the Texans gonna come back?"
I know, I was a little concerned too for a minute there, but then I realized we have Justin Herbert, and Philip Rivers would have lost that game, but Justin Herbert would close out that game.
Yeah. It was good to see Eckler kind of pop off this year, right? Or no?
3 touchdowns. Yeah, I'm pro.
Are you pro Eckler? Okay.
I'm pro.
What happened to the touchdown dance where he like strums the guitar? Did he quit that?
He does it still.
He does it? I made sure I looked for it and I didn't see it, and I was like,
oh. No, that's like his MO.
You know who needs to retire their touchdown dance? Brandon Cooks with the bow and arrow shot.
Oh, Dude, does he still do it?
Yeah, he's been doing that since he's been on the Saints. And at least when you're on the Saints, you know, they were a top team at that point. Then they went to the Patriots. They were a top team at that point. You keep the touchdown dance because, you know, it's your marquee, it's your signal. I think when you dwindle down to the 32nd ranked team in the NFL, I think you retire the touchdown dance. I think that should just be a universal thing. Yeah. I don't think you should shoot the bow and arrow when you score a touchdown because almost nobody cares.
Yeah, nobody cares about the bow and arrow. At least the guitar thing was like cheesy and like people are like, "Oh, that's kind of weird," but Eckler does it. So
yeah, but Eckler does it. He's on his team. He's always been on the Chargers. He's never changed. Yeah. But Brandon Cooks went from upper echelon teams, and he's been like that typical.
Well, the Saints are 1-3, bro.
Yeah, I'm talking about 6 years ago when he was on the Saints.
My bad. Sorry.
Yeah, so let's not bring up fucking past traumas right now.
Elite.
We're talking about when he was on the teams that were good, like when they were on
the Rams.
He was on the Rams, the Saints, the Patriots. When all 3 of those teams were top tier, you could keep the touchdown dance because everyone thinks you're sick. But when you get all the way down to the Texans, and the Texans suck, I think that's when you retire the dance.
Yeah. Have you ever seen one of these?
Is that a vape pen or a ass plug?
It's a bullet, bro.
For your ass?
Yeah, my dad got it for me, bro. It's for your beard.
Oh. And then your ass afterwards.
And then it's actually not a bullet, it's just for your ass.
That's what I thought at first. I was like, multi-purpose.
You seem wiser than me about this. Like, experienced, at least.
I mean, what can I say? I've been around the block.
We both went to college. We were roommates in college, so
Yeah, exactly.
we know.
I know your dirty little secrets.
Yes, sir. We share the same secrets.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, our next game. We both won that one, so we're on a hot streak. We won 2 straight there. And then we moved to Jets at Steelers. The Steelers were favored by 3.5 points. The Jets ended up winning 24-20. My takeaway is Zach Wilson is a dog. He's a dog. He was down in the fourth quarter, and he put on his TB12 comeback kid jersey, helmet, got on that field, drove 90 yards down the field, and won the game.
Yeah, I think he went. I think he threw a perfect game on that last four.
6 for 6.
Yeah, that fourth quarter drive. I don't think he missed a pass. No, that was impressive. I'm happy to see him back. He looks good. He caught the. I don't know if it's the Philly special or the
gritty.
Yeah, but he caught the Philly special and then did the gritty afterwards.
Oh, it was like something else. It was a little different than the Philly special.
Okay. Yeah, no, it was similar, but yeah, no, he hit the gritty, had a clean gritty. So we know Zach Wilson's cool, and he's not just a little jerk off.
After he hit that gritty, and it was pretty good, that's when I realized he did it.
He was that guy?
What they said he did, he did.
Yeah, Biscuit wasn't that guy. He got pulled real quick. After the first half.
Yeah.
I think everybody wanted it to happen, but that's unfortunate because you're on a team that's not that great, so it's not really your fault. And then you still lose, so it's still not your fault. But
Yeah.
I guess it's time to see Kenny Pickett.
Finally, dude. Finally.
Yeah, so what I gotta say is he started off as Pickett. I think he threw an interception on his opening drive, and then he turned into Kenny on those 2 QB touchdowns, rushing touchdowns, and then he ended back up as Pickett when he threw that final interception. But the ways of Kenny
were
and
they
Pickett,
his fault? Did you see the interceptions?
Well, the last one was a Hail Mary, so I mean, you just get the ball in the end. He got the ball in the end.
That doesn't count in my book. A Hail Mary pick.
The first one was kind of his fault.
Oh. Well, he was throwing the rock to George Pickens, so that's what made me stoked. I like George Pickens a lot. I have a lot of stock into him this year, so I hope they keep Pickens in because they seem like they have chemistry.
Yeah,
Pickens
they do. Pickens and I think I could see that name being rushed across the storylines online. Pickett to Pickens.
Yeah, I could see that too. Well, we both lost that one. We believed in Trubisky. Little did we know.
Yeah, how do we believe in Biscuit? Now that I think about it, I don't even know what I was thinking last week.
Well, my theory, how I gamble on games, is head coach and quarterback. And I thought Mike Tomlin was just outweighed Saleh and Wilson together, but then I should have known Wilson coming off an injury too. But still, it's that dog, bro.
Yeah.
Dog. Anyways, Titans at Colts. Colts were favored by 3.5 points. We did call this game. The Titans won by 24-17. The hype train was real after the Colts beat the Chiefs, and we knew that was all Fugazi.
All Fugazi.
And we knew to bet against the Colts because Matt Ryan is a dumpster fire.
Yeah, he's old.
He can't move.
Yeah. He's dry. Matty dry. No more. He's not iced anymore. But yeah, they did not look good. I feel bad for anybody that got Jonathan Taylor in the fantasy draft. I knew he would be a good first overall pick.
Yeah, I did not know that.
They might turn it on later, but yeah, Titans look good. Robert Woods got in the end zone, USC guy. We support that. You support that.
I like USC football.
Yeah, so yeah, Robert Woods got in there. Derrick Henry got in there. A lot. We're starting to pick up some steam.
Derrick Henry is back on top. He's got his
I think-
crown on.
Yeah, I think Trayvon Burke scored too, like the rookie guy that they drafted.
Oh, good. The
Yeah.
one he's there to replace AJ Brown, right? And he's doing a good job, right?
Oh no, he didn't score. Just kidding.
Oh,
It was a different rookie, Okonoko. When they said the name, I was like, I'm not gonna be able to pronounce that.
do you think
but
that was
yeah,
a good trade? The Burke for AJ Brown, basically?
No,
Yeah, no, not at all.
not at all. AJ Brown looks way doper on the Eagles than he does on the Titans. So not gonna
So
lie.
dope. He looks
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah,
Him
he's
and
fucking-
Devontae Smith are
Yeah,
sick.
Eagles uniforms are sick. I stand with the Eagles uniforms for sure.
And Jalen Hurts is so... I just like him now. I used to hate
Yeah.
him, and now I love him.
I didn't like him at Alabama either.
Yeah.
And I thought a storyline was building to be a revenge college game. Like Dolphins are stacked, Eagles are stacked. Both those teams make it to fight in the Super Bowl. It's
Two
like
Alabama quarterbacks.
two Alabama quarterbacks. One
Yeah.
that stole the other one's job in the national championship.
Where's McCarron? Is he still in the league?
AJ McCarron? I don't think so.
Ah,
I doubt
that'd be
it.
interesting.
He's probably like, he's probably like in finance or something like that.
Yeah, he looks like a dude that works in the office in a cube or somewhere.
I was on the Falcons.
Oh, good for him. He's
Yeah.
third string on the Falcons then.
He could not even be on the. He could be a practice squad.
Yeah, he might be practice. Desmond Ritter's second string, and I like Desmond a lot too. Out of Cincinnati.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think he might be practice squad, or this could be an old article. But
Long story short, we both won that game, and it was so boring that no one cared about that game in the entire United States that we had to talk about a cooler team, like the Eagles and the Dolphins.
yeah.
Next
That's
game.
wait, hold on. I have one more point to say about that. We got to target these really boring games that no one cares about because it seems like those ones aren't swayed. So anytime we find a game that we for sure think is like
Just so irrelevant.
so irrelevant,
Texans, Chargers.
I think we bet on
Titans,
irrelevant.
Colts.
I said we start betting on irrelevant ass games that no one cares about.
Irrelevant teams and irrelevant times.
Yeah.
Like 10 a.m. games.
10 a.m. games about two teams that not too many people have fans for.
Yeah.
I've never even met a Titans fan before. Or a
I've
Colts
never
fan.
met a Titans fan.
Or a
Never
Colts
met a
fan.
Colts fan. No.
Yeah, anytime we find a team that we don't even know a fan for those teams, we bet on those games.
For some reason, there's Browns fans out there.
There are Browns fans. Because
I
Browns fans,
understand.
it's cool to be a Browns fans because like they've been so notoriously bad throughout our lifetime that if you're a true underdog believer, I would be
Yeah.
a Browns fan.
Just out of the woodworks.
Yeah.
I agree. I'm down on that. Cardinals. Oh, wait. Sorry. Did we do Browns at Falcons?
No, we did not.
Browns at Falcons. Another one of our locks in my Hungry Dog parlay. Make it rain. Our underdog, the Falcons, were plus 1.5 underdogs. They ended up winning 20-23. Man, I love Marcus Mariota. Low key, like, I don't even care. I love him, and I knew he'd be good. I like that they gave him a shot because I know there's something left in the tank there. For some reason, he's not feeding the rock to Kyle Pitts, which is disappointing, but it is what it is. Drake London is better than I expected him to be, so good for Drake London. But if Marcus Mariota gets injured, God forbid, I love Desmond Ridder also. So I'm all in on the Falcons this year. I know that may hurt you, but I like the Falcons, so I'm going to keep betting on them this year. And we both won that one. Any thoughts?
My only thoughts are I like the Falcons on offense, at least.
You like a divisional rival. It's kind of,
Yeah.
I feel like that's hard to chew.
Yeah, no, it doesn't bother me. I mean, if my team's trash, then it's easy to support other trash teams in my division.
Yeah.
But when a team's good, then I don't want to lose to any of these motherfuckers.
So
So,
it's kind of weird, though, because like the Saints normally lose to the Falcons when they're good. But now that the Saints aren't as good, they're winning against the Falcons. Do you think that's
Yeah.
a correlated thing?
I think it is. I think that's
so,
definitely
too.
correlated. I think that's definitely correlated. I think when teams are bad, they don't expect anyone. They don't expect them to win, so then they win. And if they're really good, then they expect them to lose to shit teams because all the money's on them.
Right.
You gotta see where the money is at, and then look somewhere else. You know, you got to shift your attention for
I
those
mean,
Nuggets.
I feel like this year you just gotta bet so stupid, like, and you usually win. If you read into it too much, you'll probably lose.
Yeah, no, I'm not reading into anything. This is all off the top.
Like Steelers
But
Jets, like nobody had the Jets. Come on,
I think some people have the Jets. The Steelers
that's
are trash.
surprising. Maybe yeah.
The Steelers are so bad. They're like if the Steelers had a quarterback,
It's just the name though. I feel like the
it's
name
all
really,
the
it
Steelers carry
is,
such a name.
and
Mike
the
Tomlin
Jets do
carries a name.
too.
I mean, the Jets don't carry a name.
The Jets carry L.
A shit name.
A
Yeah, they
shit
carry an
name.
L name.
That's
They carry
what I
an L
mean.
name. And the Steelers carry a W name. So anybody that's not reading into it would think the Steelers would win. But anybody that actually could analyze that the Steelers are actually terrible, then they could see the Jets beating them. So I think you had to read into that one a bit.
All right.
The Browns
I'm not
Falcons?
reading into it. Long story short.
For the Browns Falcons, I think you had to read into it slightly, but you know their run game on the Browns is really all they have, and they have a decent defense. But the Falcons have kind of a quick scoring off. I think they can score pretty fast. They have a lot of weapons at receiver and tight end, so
Yeah.
I wasn't too surprised. I felt like we've had a lot of conviction in the Falcons winning, and we locked that up.
Yeah, that was the easy lock. Next game, Cardinals at Panthers. Panthers are favored by 2. For some reason, on our YouTube, I may or may not have picked the Panthers. Well, I said they'd cover the spread in the YouTube, but I did say the Cardinals would win. So technically, I didn't lie to you guys, but I'm still going to consider this a win for me just because
You said it, and it got views on TikTok.
I said it and it got views. This is an honorary win for me, so I gave myself a win.
Or you're just hedging.
Is that fair? Oh, maybe I was hedging. I mean, technically,
I give you the win because you called it in the TikTok, and we only posted one TikTok for you, and you got it right.
I got it right. So
you got it right. So
technically, I didn't lie though. Like I did take the Panthers -2, but I picked the Cardinals. Actually, that doesn't make any sense. It was totally it debunked each other, but whatever. I'm giving myself an honorary win on this. If that's okay.
I give it to you too. I bestowed it on you.
Thank you. We got a few views. I think we got an extra follower on our TikTok for it. So.
Oh yeah. We're kind of popping off right now, so we got to keep these TikToks strong because in the YouTube videos, I mean people will listen, but
I think we're getting more views honestly on our YouTubes. I've seen
really?
like, they're kind of increased, like they're like consistently 20 plus. And if I post them at better times where people can listen at work, because that's what I do, because like who gives their full attention to work? Nobody.
Floating around.
It's like 20%, you know, you're just going through the motions and listening to something in your head, and then 80%, I guess, like focusing. Maybe
I'm the opposite.
Maybe the opposite.
Yeah, I'm 80% going through the thoughts in my head, and then 20% focus. Actually, I'm 80% going through the thoughts in my head, 15% focus, and 5% snacking. I love snacking at work.
And 100% reason to like and subscribe. Ready, set, spread.
Remember the name.
Remember the name, baby. All right, well, we both won that one. Cardinals at Panthers, 26-16. Jeez. Baker Mayfield's not good.
No. He kind of tears out every team. He makes them worse. Because now the Browns look good. Or not good, but decent. And the Panthers look like shit. They looked better last year with whoever they had at quarterback. So... Yeah, no, I don't know what the fuck they're doing. McCaffrey barely gets the ball. He scored that one touchdown at the end. But, yeah, the Panthers are terrible.
Yeah, they're terrible. But we both won, and that's what counts. We're on a winning streak right now. We're on 3-win streak.
All that matters. I think the Cardinals will be a lot better when Hopkins comes back. Hollywood Brown is a beast. He's been getting fed. I don't think he's number 1. But if he comes back as a number 2, I think the Cardinals could be super legit.
Yeah, I think so too. As long as they're double covering Hopkins. Let's see how Hopkins comes back, though. I feel like it's hard for receivers to come back off injuries.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, he is elite and all, but I'd like to see how he responds.
What was his injury?
I guess it was a suspension, technically, on he PEDs.
Oh, PD? Oh, maybe he didn't even get it. He's trying to be jacked.
But he had to take that. He was probably given a supplement, you know,
Yeah.
after the injury to recover, and he didn't know something was in it. I'm sure
Gotcha.
was the case. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt there. Patriots at Panthers. Patriots are plus 10. Packers. Oh, Patriots at Packers. Excuse me. I think it's the Panthers. Patriots at Packers. Patriots plus 10. Packers minus 10. The Packers ended up winning in overtime, 27-24. And like I said to you guys, my guy, Bailey Zappe out of Western Kentucky U, beat Joe Burrow's record. He's better than Joe Burrow. He was the starting quarterback for the New England Patriots, and I called it. Your third string got in there. Brian Hoyer went down. He played pretty well. I like Bailey Zappe a lot. This is foreshadow for what's about to come for the Patriots. Bailey Zappe might be the next Tom Brady. You heard it here first. We both ended up picking the Patriots plus 10, so that's another win. We're on a 4 straight win tear right now, and it gets even better. You had a lot of thoughts about this game. Do you want to share those?
Yeah, this game pissed me off. I think it is ridiculous. I mean, I knew that the Patriots would cover just because of the NFL, but dude, they should not have even been close in that game. The Packers should have steamrolled the Patriots. I don't care who they have at weapons at receiver. Maybe Aaron Rodgers knows the strat now to the NFL, and that's to have a team on offense that looks like shit so people don't believe in you, and then you still win games. Because
What do you mean? That's been their offense like every year.
they had Devontae Adams.
That's it. Like who else? They had.
That's all he needed. He's a god. He's a number one and a two at the same time. But that was bullshit. The fact that this game was even close was ridiculous. I don't know how the NFL even made this game close. But yeah, all I could say is, the Patriots covered, so we won that. But it shouldn't even been close. Packers should have steamrolled them.
I don't think so. I'm on the opposite belief where I think Belichick is such a conservative coach. He's going to run the ball and play good defense, just run out the clock and hope they make enough plays on offense to win the game. And so it ends up being closer than it actually should be in pretty much every Patriot game you watch. That's how he plays. It's so conservative and boring. I can't even. It's hard for me to even watch the Patriots. But now that they have an offensive weapon at quarterback, our boy, Bailey Zappe, Western Kentucky, you won me a lot of bets last year, dude. I appreciate you. I was that dude watching Western Kentucky games. I know we got some of you out there as well that are in the collegiate football world. Josh, I know you're not really deep into collegiate football. You're a big UCLA guy and everything. But I still respect you.
Thank you.
Loves UCLA. Hates Cal Berkeley.
Bitch. What's the Western Kentucky mascot?
It's like the horn thing, right? It's like he's going like ooh. It's
His name's Big Red.
Is it an animal?
Nope. It's called Big Red.
It's just called Big Red.
Yep.
But I knew what it was.
No, he doesn't have a horn at all.
He's like, it's the logo. It's like Western Kentucky U. It's like red and like.
No, he looks kind of like.
It's red though, right?
Yeah, he kind of looks like a Muppet or like Elmo. He's like a fat Elmo.
Okay.
He's like a combination of an M&M and Elmo, but fat.
Just because
if Elmo and a red M&M had a baby, that would be the Western Kentucky mascot.
That was a judgment on me for. Do you watch Western Kentucky football? What's their mascot?
Yeah.
The Big Red M&M Elmo.
Yeah, the son, the spawn of Elmo and a red M&M.
All right, well, we're both Bailey Zappe fans because we both picked the Patriots plus 10. All right, Broncos at Raiders. The Raiders are no longer the Las Vegas Raiders. They finally overcame adversity and achieved their first win. 23-17 to 32.
Did we hit that?
We hit that. You said, quote, if the Raiders score 3 touchdowns and 1 field goal, they will win this game. In fact, the Broncos only scored 23 points, and that was indeed correct. That would have been a score of 24. And we both hit that. And they covered, so -2.5. So we both hit that. That was an easy lock. Russell Wilson is too distracted. He's not edging enough.
No, there's no edging done. Lockett's not edging either, even though they're in the same team. But Josh Jacobs looked good. Josh Jacobs is busting every night.
Yeah, Josh Jacobs did get me like 34 points, fantasy points. I still lost, but I respect it. I'm a big Josh Jacobs believer. I like drafting him almost every year. He has really good games. He's a tough runner. People hate that guy too. I don't even know why. You don't like Josh Jacobs. I see it in your eyes.
I like Josh Jacobs. I just don't think he's amazing. But I think he runs hard. He just has not the most amazing vision. I've seen him get the ball and run through the wrong hole. I know you're on the field.
But he'll still get like 5 yards. He runs so hard.
He runs super hard. I'm not denying that he doesn't run hard.
All right, cool. He's a powerful runner.
I think he's good. I just don't think he's great.
He's better than Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and you love that dude.
Clyde's doing good this season.
He's not better than Josh Jacobs. Admit
this
it.
Season he is. In fantasy,
no, he's
he
not.
Is.
No, he's
he
not.
He is.
Look it up.
What is Josh Jacobs?
Let's check after. Let's check after this week because Josh Jacobs just had a 34-point game.
No, let's check right now.
All right, we'll check.
The week hasn't even ended.
Yeah, but it's not going to account for.
It doesn't matter. If he's better, he should be ahead of him already.
Well, I mean, all right. He's ranked 28. Josh Jacobs.
And Clyde is number 4.
4 out of what?
The entire NFL. He's number 4th ranked running back in fantasy.
Damn, bro. I got whooped by Connor. Painful. All right, let's just continue. Let's screw it.
You see that?
Chiefs at Bucks. The Bucks were underdogs by +2 points. Chiefs won the game 41-31. The Bucks got rocked. We both took Tom Brady to win this game. I don't think we knew that they were getting hit by a hurricane. I think if we knew that, we would have known that we would have taken the Chiefs. So
I thought the hurricane would play a factor for the Bucks. I think they'd be like, they're in the hurricane. They know how the wind patterns, how it works. I thought they would be more inclined to beat the Chiefs. I didn't think the Chiefs would just come out. I think that turnover in the beginning of the game, you can't just turn the ball over against the Chiefs on the very opening kickoff and expect to win that game.
Momentum killer through the whole game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mike Evans though, I gotta write a letter to Mike Evans because he saved me big time.
Do you think he'll write back?
No, but I'll write back to myself as Mike Evans, so it sounds legit.
Gino wouldn't write back either. Don't worry. These NFL guys.
They're so busy. We'll get them one of these times.
You did say that the Chiefs were, quote, done in our last video.
I was wrong.
How do you feel about that?
I feel wrong.
Mahomes is so good at football. You can never count him out. He's literally the best quarterback in the NFL, without a doubt. He could be. Oh, yeah. He's so good.
Yeah, he looks pretty legit.
Kelsey said he's the Houdini of our generation.
I could see that.
He's escapable. He's an artist.
I could definitely see that.
Do you want to write anything to Patrick Mahomes, like maybe an apology?
Yeah, I'll write Patrick Mahomes an apology. He deserves it.
Would he? I feel like he might write back. He's such a nice guy too.
Jackson might. He's
like he's the ghostwriter for Patrick.
Yeah, Jackson would write back. He might even send us a video.
Yeah, he is all about the TikToks, YouTube, social media. I respect.
Yeah, we're big on TikTok, so maybe we can do a collaboration.
Yeah, we should try to link with Jackson.
That'd be sick. Fuck that would be.
Yeah, maybe we should get with like the people that no one cares to get with.
Yeah.
Well, we care.
I care. Pro Jackson.
There's no I in this. It's we.
We. I just don't want. I don't want to speak for you.
Thank you. You know how I like when we discuss before we make decisions.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And then our final game, the Rams at Niners. I convinced you to take the Niners on this one. Thank God, because the Niners kicked their ass, as they always do. This is the Niners' 7th straight win against the Rams, 24-9.
All right, cool. I didn't really watch this game. We started recording during this game. I saw the first quarter. Rams didn't look amazing. Debo went off. So what was our total?
I texted my buddy Trent Thomas that the Niners were going to win this game, and he still took the -2 on the Rams. Or I think it was, yeah, he took a -2 Rams. I think he may have got that line from somewhere. I don't even know what the line was, to be honest, or the spread.
What was our total?
Oh,
Like
you won 9 wins,
Ooh,
2
okay.
pushes,
Okay.
and how many losses would that be? 11, 5 losses. I had
Alright.
8 wins, 2 pushes, and 6 losses.
All right, so we just were off. I had beat you by 1.
You beat me by 1.
Can you write me an
And
apology
I had
letter?
an honorary win, but we're not gonna.
Yeah,
Don't
we'll
worry.
count that for you.
Thank you. Yeah,
Can you tell me that I was the better gambler for week 4?
you've been the better gamer the last 2 weeks. Well, Danimal technically was the best gamer the week before, so you're the better gamer. I feel like we should give you a prize. Like, I owe you a Coca-Cola.
Yeah. All right, I'll take it.
Maybe a beer. You want to grab a
Give me
beer?
a-
Or something?
Give me like,
Why don't we
give me a
ever?
bit-
Why don't we ever hang out? Why are we always meeting up to do this?
Yeah, we're so far away.
It's
Let's
the only
go.
time we talk every week.
I'll let you buy me a beer.
I'll buy you beer.
Yeah, let's go. With beer
How about
after work.
each week? If I win, you buy me a beer, and the whole scheme of things.
Okay, deal. What day?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm flexible. Very
Fridays?
flexible. I can
Fridays
touch my
after work?
toes. Yeah, Fridays work.
All right, Fridays after work.
All right, that works. Oh,
Fri-
what about Thursday night? What about Thursday?
Okay, Thursdays.
Yeah, I feel like Thursday would be nice. Because I'm driving up to LA this weekend. Going
Okay.
to the USC game. I'm super excited. Playing
Oh, cool.
Berkeley. Playing Berkeley.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for the invite.
I know. I was invited, so
Yeah, how was it?
yeah. I was invited. Maybe next time if I go, I'll invite you.
Yeah.
Let's go to the UCLA game. Me and you. You love UCLA.
No response.
All right. Well, thank you guys for listening to another episode of Ready, Set, Spread. We'll be back in a few days with our Week 5 picks, the start of Q2. We're going to the next fiscal quarter of the NFL season. Thanks again to Chase for our sweet art, and thank you to Beats by Mikey from LA for our sick opening and closing music. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. We'll see you tomorrow night. Peace.
Peace.